He joins us from home. Steph, how you feeling? Ooh.
Steffi.
Hello, Stephanie Jones.
You know what? This is actually really exciting, and it's slightly embarrassing on my half because it's not as if we've not been in this situation for now months on end where I've been filming from home. But one of our co-hosts, Lindsay Granger, actually was talking to me earlier, and she told me if I just press one little button, I can see you guys in the studio. So for months I've not been able to see your face, and now I can!
Yay!
You couldn't see.
Hope we don't disappoint.
How do we look? Yeah, give a good look. Yeah.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
I can see Tori's wearing, are you wearing like a light green dress, Tori?
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be springy, but it's extremely cold out, so I'm just pretending that it's warm.
Oh, it's so cold.
It's so cold.
So cold.
Denver went cold. All right, well, we have some good, juicy gossip for you, some new celebrity couples to tell you all about. First, let's look at Katie Holmes. She is a new man in her life. She was spotted kissing Emilio Vitolo in New York City. He's a 33-year-old chef, and Katie's 41. I don't think that's bad. That seems, you're in the same place in life.
Right, that's fine.
And also, I love chefs, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. She was famously linked to Jamie Foxx for years after her marriage to Tom Cruise, but the two never did confirm their relationship. And Zac Efron may also be off the market. He was seen holding hands with Australian model Vanessa Valladares in Australia. Zac has been laying low in Australia since the start of the pandemic. And Cody Gifford, Kathy Lee's son, is a married man. He is now 30 and married his longtime girlfriend over the holiday
What
weekend.
a great picture.
Great shot, beautiful images. Mazel tov and congratulations to everyone. Steph, what are your thoughts on all of these couples?
Okay, so for Katie Holmes, I'm thrilled that she's dating a chef. I mean, that is like the dream boyfriend, isn't it? Let's be honest, because we all want someone who can cook us tasty food if you're not a whiz in the kitchen like myself. So I'm here for that. I don't think the age difference is that much of a problem, you know? I don't think that's that bad,
No,
do you?
not at all. I see nothing wrong with it.
No, I don't think so.
And can I just be honest?
I think you are as young as you feel, right?
Yeah, I just want Katie Holmes to be happy. Have you guys ever felt that? She's like, with the Tom
Yes.
Cruise things, you were like, something's wrong. Like, blink if you need us. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And then, like, the Jamie Foxx thing, I was like, it was
Yeah.
never, like, open. I'm like, I want her to be happy. Right, Al?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, good for all these people. And I also think, and Stefan, we get your opinion on this. Black folks say it's cuffing season. You know what that means?
Like your pants
It's
cuff?
what?
Cuffing season.
Oh, cuffing.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That
Like,
means it's time to get, like you're together with somebody, you're getting coupled up, the weather's getting a
Wintry.
little colder, believe it or not, we almost had a winter storm advisory today here in Denver, and it's time to hunker down with somebody, and I think a lot of these couples, it's not summertime where everybody's out socializing, it's cuffing season.
Cuffing
So I think they're on it.
Okay, I like
Got
that.
you.
Am I going to sound cool if I say it?
Okay.
Let's try it.
Okay. Hey, guys, it's cuffing season.
There
yeah.
you go.
That's not good.
That's the way Proctor would say it.
Not good. Okay, here we go. David and Victoria Beckham may have been coronavirus super spreaders. A number of news outlets are reporting they allegedly caught the virus while traveling to and from the U.S. back in March. The former Spice Girl and soccer star flew to L.A. for some events, then returned to England for their son's birthday party, and then went back to the U.S. Page Six is reporting that the couple tested positive for the virus shortly after returning to the United Kingdom. The Beckhams have not publicly confirmed that they were ill. This is very in a, I need you, Steph, to tell me, what is the mood changing with the Beckhams to kind of like they're peaking and they're overexposed? I've been getting that feeling.
Oh, do you think so?
Oh, maybe I'm way wrong.
Interesting. No. I love the Beckhams. I find them fascinating. I love how they've literally built this career on being Mr. and Mrs. Beckham. I like Jay-Z and Beyonce, isn't it? It's like one of those power couples that everyone just cannot get enough of. But I mean, I do feel for them a little bit with this story because they did travel at a time where coronavirus had just started. We didn't really, well, it was very prevalent, obviously, you know, in other parts of the world. And at that point, America wasn't so bad. So I do feel like they've got a bit stigmatized here, and they did go home and quarantine. They did send care packages to their staff, and they stayed in the Cotswolds, which is a very remote English country village, and isolated themselves after they've realized this fact, even though they've not officially confirmed it. Let's be honest, Beckhams, you clearly had coronavirus. it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, but also, didn't they take like a private jet? Wouldn't they have taken like a private jet?
I'm assuming, but that
Yeah,
just
of
kind of
course they
shows
would
you.
have. Yeah.
No, like you said, Steph, no one was thinking about this to that extent, especially people that live that kind of lifestyle.
Not
the
that
private
point.
jet, you know,
Isolated a bit.
Right,
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they didn't come in contact with anybody that wasn't their assistant or somebody that was working for them.
Yeah.
But that goes to show you it doesn't matter who you are.
Coronavirus does not care. That's true. All right. Well, 2020 is definitely the year of the reboot, and now it looks like the Golden Girls have been added to the list. So, Tracee Ellis Ross is reimagining the beloved 80s sitcom that I'm watching, by the way. I love it. With an all-black cast. The Blackish Star posted this pic of the original cast, who then morphs into the new cast, featuring Tracy, Alfred Woodard, Regina King, and Sanaa Lathan. That's the one I was nervous about. People can sign up to watch the virtual reboot tonight on Zoom through a link on Tracy's Instagram page. They're doing it for Color of Change, which is an amazing charity that you should follow on Instagram. It's amazing. Al, good for this, bad for that, too soon, reboot? What do you think?
I don't know if it's too soon. Golden Girls debuted in 1985. But, you know, give it a second to breathe.
Arthur!
You know, and it's weird because I think when people look at the Golden Girls, they think that these are all women of very advanced age. But when they taped, I believe most of them were in their early 60s.
Like, they were supposed to be like 50-something. Yeah.
Right. So, I looked, and Tracee Ellis Ross, I believe, is 49. Regina King's 48, 49. So they're kind of similar, but Regina King and them, they look so young that it's not going to give the Sunny Isles retirement vibe, which is a compliment to them, but I'm down to see what's up. Steph, what do you think?
I mean, the saying "black don't crack" is real, isn't it? Let's just be real. They're a much better looking cast, aren't they? I mean, it literally is like, I feel like it's an elevated level, and I feel awful for saying that, and I'm sure original fans of the Golden Girls are going to come after me with pitchforks, but these women look sassy, fabulous. I feel like this is an upgraded version of Sex and the City meets Old People's Home. I don't feel like they should even be in the Old People's Home yet, but apparently that's where this is all set. So, you know, I'm here for it. Let them do their bit, and I think it could be the spark of a whole new series. You don't know.
Yeah, they're I think they're doing it through Zoom, and they're recreating one episode. And if you guys have ever watched Golden Girls, I've honestly really liked the series.
I'm a huge fan.
Are you?
Huge fan. I'm dead serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's well written. I couldn't tell.
It's really well written.
It's very well written, and they do progressive topics. You know what I mean?
Right.
They deal with racial issues. They dealt with homosexuality. They dealt with chronic fatigue before it was a thing. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to it, and it will help some charity again. Color of Change. Check it out. I can't wait.
And also, Tori, I'm gonna just say this. I think Blanche showed a lot of women, even though she was a fictional character, that you can still be sexy and be sexually active and interested in your early 60s or whatever her character was supposed to be. But that was the thing, and Blanche always had a dude, so shout out to her.
Blanche Devereaux with her palm wallpaper.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Love it. All right. The Tiger King wants out of prison. What a surprise. And he's asking the president for help. So according to TMZ, Joe Exotic's team sent a 257-page report to the White House. 257 pages, asking the president.
He's got a lot of time.
Yeah, dude, for a pardon. Joe is currently serving 22 years for animal abuse, and don't forget a botched murder for hire plot, which was outlined in the Netflix docuseries Tiger King. Joe claims he's been sexually assaulted in prison and says he only killed tigers who were sick and needed to be euthanized. I, of course, don't want to be laughing over that if that's true. In prison, that's something to be dealt with. Steph, how do you feel about this? Do you think Joe Exotic should even be thought of to be pardoned?
Yes! I love him! Set him free! No, I love Joe Exotic. I live for Tiger King. I can't believe although that already that series came out literally months ago. I need to rewatch the whole thing and re-submerge myself because it gave me a lot of life, and I feel as though I need that laughter right now. Okay, I think the claims need to be obviously taken extremely seriously. It is no laughing matter that he you know, this is attempted murder. This is no joke.
Right.
Like, out of all serious now. Do I find him amusing? Yes. Would I love him to have another TV show and a documentary series? Absolutely. I would be here for it. But maybe that needs to be from prison somehow. Yeah. I don't know. Let's be honest. He's done some serious crimes, and he needs to serve his time. He's in there for a reason.
Yeah.
Steph, I'm calling it now. Joe is going to get out of prison. I'm going to tell you why. Our president is a celebrity. Came from a show called Celebrity Apprentice. Joe Exotic is famous, infamous, whatever you want to say in America, but everybody knows him and everybody has an opinion, and a lot of people identify with him. Believe it or not, there's a lot of Joe Exotics out there that just don't have documentaries made about them.
Okay.
And I think exonerating him or letting him out will be a presidential bump. I think it'll be good.
I don't disagree with that. What I will say is this: don't forget the horrific animal abuse this man did. People kind of swing over that, and if you look carefully, allegedly he did some horrific things. Well, I don't know if it's alleged. He was convicted on some animal abuse cases. So let's just not forget that although he was very entertaining. You know what I mean? I want to bring that up. All right.
It's a celebrity.
I know.
I agree with
but
you, Tori.
you're not wrong, Al. I kind of see that happening. Stephanie, do not go away. Coming up on DBL, Harry and Meghan are making good on their promise to repay their debt. Their latest step toward financial independence. I feel like
How old are they? What are they, 14?
Yeah, let them be for a second. Plus, Toni Braxton says she regrets not having more sex when she was younger. DBL Nation, don't be shy. Do you feel the same? And check out our nearly empty studio. Most of the DBL staffers are still working from home during the pandemic. We'll be right back.
At Guild.com.
Welcome back to DBL. Well, I guess the Duke and Duchess of
Sussex.
I love when he says that. Always pay their debts.
Just
nice.
like Lannisters.
That's like the Lannisters, a Game of Thrones throwback, huh? Harry and Meghan have paid off the remaining $3 million that they spent renovating Frogmore Cottage in England. The couple vowed to repay the debt after stepping back from royal duties. And earlier this year, as we told you last week, the former royals inked a development deal with Netflix that could put $100 million
for quite some time, and it does confuse me that if he had that in his mind and then he met Meghan and they began those conversations quite early, why did they go and spend all of that money when they were thinking of leaving anyway? It just seems really odd to me. But like you said, a Lannister always pays their debts and they've paid it back, and I'm very pleased that they've done that, and I'm sure the British taxpayers will be thrilled.
Yeah, I was going to say the taxpayers in Britain must be thrilled, but you're right. Interesting. What do you think about this, Al?
You know, I'm good. I'm happy for them. I feel like they've gotten a great leg up in life.
Yeah.
They started on. They say starting on third base and think you hit a triple. I mean, they're headed for home. I mean, they
Well
really.
said. Good sports analogy.
They started really well in life. So
very nice.
Good on them. It was impossible to fail.
Wow, great. All right, Kanye West held his Sunday service in Atlanta over the weekend, and during the service, a choir reenacted the biblical story of Jesus walking on water by appearing to walk on water themselves. Kanye and his kids also participated in the stunt, which was made possible by a special stage built underneath the water's surface. Look, I find Kanye's performance art stuff really cool and interesting. I'm not Christian, so I don't know if this is offensive to anyone. Steph or Al, is this offensive in any way to see the representation of Jesus in that way?
Steph, what do you think?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, sometimes Kanye really upsets me.
Right.
He comes out with statements that I find incredibly offensive, and I'm sure do half of them, at least half of America, including his own family, who he's incredibly hurt with some of his words. I do appreciate, however, his creativity. I do believe in this particular arena, he's fantastic. You know, I love his music. I love his Sunday services. I think they're amazing. I think the message is good.
Yeah.
The lyrics of the songs are fantastic. I like what he's trying to do with this. So this is the part of Kanye I want to see more of personally. I find it really inspiring, and I thought it was incredibly beautiful.
Okay, so
I was here for it.
You
okay.
were here for. All right, Al, is it Kanye trying to be Jesus? I mean, is that sort of, what do you feel?
There is a godlike quality he's trying to surround himself with that, you know, I'm not feeling. But, you know, honestly, if this brings some light into some people's Sunday mornings, if this makes people better and more excited about their week, I'm fine with it. It's just, he's done some things that are very questionable to me in his past.
Yeah, and it's hard to get over,
Yes.
I would think, to
some
move
things
on.
you can't get over.
Some things
and
you
that's
just,
okay, too.
You know what they say? Buddha would have liked boundaries. Did you know that?
No one said that.
They did. Stephanie, please stick around. Coming up on DBL, Toni Braxton gets candid about her sexual history and wishes she had more to talk about. You know what I'm saying, Al? You know what I'm saying. We're sharing your comments next in DBL Take. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to DBL. Okay, Toni Braxton, let's get comfortable here, recently opened up about her sex life in an interview with The Guardian. I don't know why I'm talking
I don't know why either.
I got nervous. All right, she says when she was younger, her family's religious views kept her from partying and being more sexually active. But now she regrets not having more sex because it, quote, isn't a good look at 52. So DBL Nation, we want to know what you think. Are you satisfied with the amount of sex you've had in the past? I'm going to read the comments and I'm going to get your take. Steph, your first comment is for you. Karen from Facebook says, I got married at 18 and divorced when I was 40. It was strange having sex for the first time with someone other than my ex-husband.
Oh my gosh. So I've spoken about this before. I was in a relationship that was around a decade.
That's
and to say I'm
right.
only in my 30s, it was the majority of all my adult life. And that person was wonderful, but you know, we didn't hardly ever sleep together. I'm just going to be real, and that was part of the reason why, you know, we went our separate ways. And I remember thinking, gosh, if I'm only in my mid-20s now, what is it going to be like when I'm 40? You know, and I thought, gosh, I can't live my life this way, and you know, I'm a human being. I want love and I want attention and I want affection. So I feel that, and you know, and it was really scary for me and really hard, like leaving that relationship and, you know, meeting other people. I found it really difficult. So I feel her. I understand if you've been with someone a long time, you know, it is a bit like, oh, what do you do now?
It's true, and I think sexual compatibility is a must. I do. We're being very open about this. Al, here's the next comment. Ed from Facebook says, I actually wish I had less sex in the past. I was hooking up with girls I wasn't even attracted to just to brag and seem cool.
Well, I think there's a lot of that, and there's a lot of pressure on men, especially young men, to be conquerors, as you say. Players, be, you know, all that kind of stuff. And what we forget is, like, we're looking at this through 40-year-old eyes, but like maybe at 22 you weren't mentally equipped to handle all those different situations you're putting yourself in and all those different personalities you're exposing yourself to, and it could have kind of changed or altered the course of your life, and that, I don't think that's putting it too seriously. So I mean, I'm glad that he's happy with the amount of sex, or you know, he's had time to reflect on the amount of sex he's had and maybe imbue that knowledge on the next generation. Yeah,
I just think it's very important when in your relationship not to forget about sex compatibility and not to be shy about it, because as Steph said, I think it's a major component. That's
it's a big part, and no one talks about it.
Right.
Even people who have been married forever, they don't talk about it.
Yeah, but we here at DBL, we talk about it.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. When it comes to retirement, it's never too early or late to start saving. So we're going to take a look at the secret number you should be saving every month. It's all part of today's Bang for Your Buck presented by The Hartford. A new study shows even if you start saving at 50, you could save a ton for retirement. Check this out. If you put aside $100 a month into a retirement account, you will get a 4% return on your investments. That means by the time you're 67, you would have saved almost $30,000. Here's scenario 2. If you put aside $500 a month instead of $100, you will retire with a little over $145,000 at age 67. The sooner you start saving, the better. But if you're behind, it's not too late to get the most bang for your buck. When it comes to your future, the Hartford Financial is here to help. Whether it's home, life, or business insurance, the Buck's got your back. Call 1-800-684-6085 or visit thehartford.com to learn more.
I mean,
fabulous.
I live this. I have, Steph, I don't know if you have it set up on your account where the money just goes straight into a savings account and you don't even see it. I know it's just like, so when I get my check, it's just, that looks like what I made. I don't even look at the other accounts. So.
It's really good to do. There's an app called Digits, Steph, also that does it without you even seeing it, and they'll take it away and then go to your credit card and like a rainy day.
Oh.
So I have like, and you never know it's being taken out. It's really great app, Digits, if you guys want to know. Steph, I did want to show you really quickly. I harvested my veggies and my flowers because it's snowing here in Denver, and I wanted to show you my carrot top. Take a look at this, huh?
I think that's to hide how terrible the carrots are. Let's just go out on that image.
Okay, DBL, she's speechless. DBL's new every day.